Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Heuermann, and I am the founder of the Detox Divas, and I'm so incredibly excited to bring you today's guest trainer, and I will introduce her formally later, but I'm super excited to have her speak tonight because she is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to essential oils. And I'm just so excited for her vast knowledge. She has, I'll talk about it later. I'm getting so excited. I can't wait to introduce her. But tonight, Donna Cappon will be our guest, and we're going to talk about the WholeBody Collection that's available at Go to Sauna. Get to the root of your pain. We meet every Thursday at 7 p.m. at Coffee Talk with Tina. So go ahead and get that on your calendar. And I want to introduce you to the founder of Green Organics. Tonight, we're focusing on some products from Go to Sauna, our sister company. Our owner, Paula Scarcella, is an absolutely, she's a formulator herself. She understands how this plant medicine, I'll say plant medicine, plant therapies work. And she's constantly on the lookout for things that are going to not only be productive for those of us that are sharing, but also the foundation of the company is to make an impact in these products that are out and are coming out, are truly life-changing products. And we're so incredibly excited I'm incredibly excited to have her. It truly is a fact that they want to build an extraordinary company making a positive difference. The belief system is simple, and it's been demonstrated every day for the past 8 years to always be authentic. I don't think I've ever seen anyone more authentic than Paula, and ethical, transparent, without favoritism, while respecting the invaluable partnerships with our consultants, a volunteer workforce. And this lady right here, if you do not know about Alexandria Brighton, you are about to understand why this company is so successful and why right now is the time to join us. We're coming out with some great new products. We just came to the ability to be able to share the essential oils at Go to Sauna. For 12 years. It was a brick and mortar business. And since June of last year, it became a person-to-person business. So super excited to be able to carry these intuitively and divinely formulated plant supplements in essential oils and personal care. She's got 30 years of experience in the Ayurvedic medicine, aromatherapy, herbal and natural remedy world. She is a formulator. She is an educator. She's the owner of the Brighton Institute of Botanical Studies, creator of the Degenerative Disease Clinic in Mexico, created her own herbal pharmacy, and she gets first harvest rights globally because she is so well respected around the world for her knowledge, her passion, and her absolute dedication to purity. Both Paula and Alexander, the entire team at corporate, purity is absolutely number one with them. And I thought I'd introduce myself too. My name's Tina Heuermann. I come to you live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central. You've got the link right there. Next week, we will be going over some new product education that I'm pretty excited about, but I'm a hostess. As you know, I'm the founder of the Detox Divas. I'm a wife of 31 years this July to my knight in shining armor. And I'm a mother to 3, 1 in spirit. I'm a grandmother to 2. I am a business coach and wellness advocate, and I'm so blessed to be in this industry and in this company with these people. So again, the Pure Plant Promise, quality ingredients begin with pure raw ingredients. Heart and Body Naturals Research and Development Team sources the most potent ingredients from all corners of the world. And when I say that Paula is a stickler for purity, she is equally a stickler for having the top-notch products. If it is not top-notch, she will not distribute it. So very thankful for that. I'm very comfortable putting my name and reputation in sharing these products. The majority of our raw ingredients are processed in a GFSI. I can't remember what that stands for, but they're tested. Like, this lab is under scrutiny itself for, I'm not sure who that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's weird. Sorry, I was reading something on the screen. Anyway, it's certification. So when the products are manufactured, there is an outside independent party that checks the calibrations of the machines to make sure that everything that is on the label is in the package and that the purity is there. There are reports done on the products to make sure that there's no heavy metals, which, if there were, it'd be caught when it came in-house, and Paula would refuse it at that point. So before we go any farther, because we are going to be talking about some sensitive material, then when it comes to health and wellness, we want to make sure that you understand that nothing that is stated tonight by the Detox Divas, the websites, any green organics, heart and body natural go to sauna literature or presentations have not been evaluated by the FDA. Green Organics, Heart Body Naturals, Go to Sauna, Detox Divas products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases, and the information on our websites and literature and in presentations is not intended as medical advice and is not intended to replace the relationship that you have with your primary care physician. So prescription painkillers kill more Americans than heroin and cocaine combined. As a mother of the one in spirit, thank you, Global Food Safety. Thank you, Gerald. I knew that was it. I just couldn't bring it up right then. As a mom who lost a child to a heroin overdose that was laced with fentanyl, this type of stuff really hits me in the heart. So these are the top 5 most dangerous painkillers on the market. Acetaminophen and aspirin are ranked 4 and 5. So we've got to do better with our health. We've got to find a way to remove the inflammation, to have a healthier lifestyle so that we don't have to rely on things like this. So we are going to talk about the WholeBody Collection tonight with Go to Sauna, and I'm so incredibly excited to introduce to you Miss Donna. Donna, you can go ahead and unmute if you'd like. Donna is going to talk about the WholeBody Collection. She's been working as an oil instructor for 17 years. She's a holistic health coach, a biblical life coach, an author, a class instructor, a wife to her true love for 48 years, a mother of 3 sons, grandmother of 11. She's passionate about helping people walk in their true identity with balanced health and vitality. And with that, I am going to stop share and bring us together here. Let's see. Let me change my vision and get to myself. Just a second, guys. Well, I keep scrolling. There we go. Hi, Donna.
Hi there.
How
It's a
are you?
privilege to be here.
I'm just so excited. So
I
excited.
really have a deep love and respect for HBN and Go to Sun. And I have learned to fall in love with the Go to Sun oils. And I will tell you that I have worked with a popular name brand oil company for 19 years. And I was hesitant. It took a step of faith. I
Yeah.
was taking a step of faith because I felt like the Lord was inviting me in to go to sauna. And so I began switching my raindrop oils, which is raindrop is a massage done with oil, with essential oils in a specific order. And I started switching to go to sauna, the full body collection. And I could give you many exciting testimonies. But the most exciting testimony that's not medically possible So I had a client who was shot in the kidney, and it blew out, it ruined, it destroyed the good kidney, and the remaining kidney was so robbed of blood, it stopped working. So he was on dialysis. And he came to me last June and said, is it possible? And I will not accept a client except for I ask the Lord first if that's if I felt like the Lord was saying yes. So I began using the full body collection among I used the whole go to set or the whole HBN body, soul, and mind, the protein, the gut check, the nourish, and then I used all of the minerals, and I used this raindrop treatment on him twice a week. And his doctor is said he's now going, he went from 3 days of dialysis. His kidney is starting to function. And now he's bringing down to 2 days, 2 days of dialysis. And that is not, quote, medically possible. So when you're reading things about the oils and they say that they increase the nerve connection, they regenerate the circulation, regenerate the DNA. When you have a product that has helichrysum in it, stand up and shout, because that is a healing oil that will regenerate the DNA of the cell. And I did not know it was possible to regenerate a complete organ.
Wow.
So you have my full, I'm a full cheerleader for the full body, for the full body collection. The Align. I begin every raindrop with Align. This oil is so calming to the central nervous system. It also calms anxiety. I mean, is it okay for me to say this kind of stuff on this close? Can I be like, am I allowed to say the whole, or do I have to be really vague?
Well, we have to be a little vague.
More vague.
Yeah, a
Okay,
little more vague, but that's
more
okay.
vague. Okay. All right. So I just realized that, I mean, sometimes when you're in a closed set, you can say more. All right. So I'll be a little more vague. All right. So this will empower you with energy. It also is very good for feeling calming anxiety. But it's a great oil for alignment in your spine. And that's why we start with it at the beginning of a treatment and we end with it. It sets the frequency of the spine, which goes back to your first PowerPoint when it talks about all the things that the full body collection does, overall structure of the body. That's the first thing it addresses. Then the skeletal system, which, okay, that's your Align. That's also your, I think it's clear. That's for emotions. But your circulate is for your veins, your circulation of the bloodstream. This is so critical for anybody with neuropathy or your hands tingling or any vein issues. Okay, again, we're talking heavy hitters here with an oil of helichrysum in it. If helichrysum is in it, pay attention.
Okay.
I mean, it's a biblical oil that was set in time in scripture. And the Lord basically gave us the principles. If any among you is sick, this is as simple as this. Call for the elders, anoint them with oil, and pray. There you go. This is what you do. God is the one who gave us essential oils, and to use them with wisdom for your overall body needs, to supply your body the nutrients, the frequency, the cell reduction, the renewal, the connection for the nervous system, and then emotional balance. We cannot heal the body without addressing the emotions. To ignore emotions, with about 80% of people want to ignore it. the full body collection addresses your emotional system. My clients get off and they just were like, I feel like I'm walking on air. I feel like I'm a whole new person. I have one girl goes, I don't know how you do that. How I can come in here feeling so horrible and leave feeling so like I'm walking in the clouds. I always pray over my clients, and I never want to minimize the power of with the healing touch of the Lord. But I'm telling you, these oils, when used consistently, this is not a one and done, 2 drops on your system and you're all done.
Right.
This is repeated, consistent use. You will find amazing results.
So so there's a certain order that these have to be done. And we start with a line because that's
Right.
the foundation and that's the structure. And
Mhm.
then what's the next oil? And
Okay, I
why is
want to I want to talk about the importance of a line, because it's when I say it sets the frequency of the spine. Frequency, every human body has a healthy human being has a frequency of between 62 and 68 megahertz.
okay?
Okay, if you have a cup of coffee, not our coffee, but if you have a cup of coffee, it'll drop to 62 megahertz. And it takes 3 days to bring it back. That just tells you what chemicals.
Yeah.
So if a cup of coffee will do that, what do you think a Red Bull
Or a
is
cheap
going to do? I
or
mean,
McDonald's.
girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're setting the frequency of the spine to be able to open up and receive, so the rest of the oils as they're applied are more effective. I always say in the end, just get them on your body. But when I do a raindrop, I put them on in a very specific order. Okay,
Okay.
the next one is you ask to circulate.
Okay.
Circulate. Okay, so why is that? Again, because you want the oils to circulate through the whole system. I apply them first on their feet, then I apply them to the spine. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
You have any comments on that?
Nope. No.
Okay. Okay,
Well,
so
yeah, let me ask you this.
okay.
What would be one of your favorite ingredients in Circulate and why?
Well, circulate, I use this a lot for women with varicose veins. I use it for people with neuropathy, numbness of the hands and feet. Anybody who is holding excess fluid. I believe there's also helichrysum in circulate.
Probably the whole
Hello.
thing.
That
Yeah,
would be my favorite right there.
right.
Design, and then I would go, it's also very, very empowering to the circulatory system as far as your heart, cardiovascular. It's very good for the cardiovascular system. So I have a lot of clients that I have them apply it on their heart,
Okay.
on their right over their veins. And I had one girl that had a huge wound on her leg and lost all feeling. And she was applying it because there was a hematoma there. And so she was applying it to help break up the hematoma. Because remember, helichrysum changes the DNA of the cell and regenerates. And so, you can rub it on and it just repaired very quickly, much quicker. Any
Hmm.
bruising. Okay, any questions or comments?
Nope. Nope. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, so then clear. Now this oil, again, I took as a step of faith. I had not worked with it before. Um, I use a lot of I use all of the biblical oils, Bathsheba, Rahab, Tahar. I always use them on my raindrop on their heads but this has got, you've got oils specifically designed to help clear negative frequency caused by stress and emotional trauma.
Okay.
And
Wow.
it does have a huge effect. I put it on the brow, on the spine, on the feet. Hmm.
Nice.
Hmm.
So
Okay, go
that
ahead.
would also then raise the frequency of the body if you're purging negative emotions.
Exactly. So when you put these oils on, you're absolutely going to raise the frequency of your body. And when your body's frequency is low, your body is slow to heal.
Mhm.
It's much slower. And you get down to 44, 46, that's where cancer begins. You got to keep your frequency up in those high levels, and then you can tell when your frequency is low. Take a look in the mirror. If your eyes are kind of, the look, I call it peaked. I know that ages me. Because my mother would say, "Oh my gosh, girl, your eyes are so peaked this morning." But it basically, you can take a look for your own self. You can tell when you're off, and this is a great way to bring yourself up when you're not at your optimum strength. But I see Daryl, my husband, and he wakes up, and I take one look at him. I'm like, "You're having a raindrop sometime today." I can tell this is going to happen. Okay. Any questions or comments?
Nope.
Okay.
There was one question. What if you have no way to get them massaged in?
Oh, if you want to just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, so then I would put them, okay, so I'm going to do a little jingle. Like I have a lot of clients that I teach in small classrooms, and they're trying to remember, where do you put them? There's, head and neck, button and toes, button and toes, button and toes, head and neck, button and toes makes me healthy. Now, okay, so there I am, the absolute tackiest singer, right? But I guess you'll remember.
That,
So the,
yes.
the frequency of your head, this is it, right on the top of your head is a huge energy center right here. This is a super energy center. Your belly button. You can calm your entire nervous system by applying calming oils to your belly button, your ankles, and your feet. Those are places to put it. And then you don't need excessive amounts, 3 to 4 drops of each one, and you're good to go.
And don't overthink it.
Exactly. Just get them on your body. And as critical as it is to use these oils, is equally as critical to drink water. You
Okay.
have to drink. I would basically say you pre-pour yourself 15 ounces of water, and then you drink it and don't leave the room after you get those oils on until that water is gone. I make my clients drink 22 ounces of water before they get on my bed because of the amount of oils. I put all kinds of oils on them in addition to, but I'm telling you the amount of oils I put on them, they need water, and you
And can
need
you
to have
explain,
water.
can you explain why the water is important?
Okay, because because essential oils hit the body within seconds. They're like a little Pac-Man. They're going through the bloodstream, digesting and taking down and breaking apart toxins, plaques, chemicals, metals, and they'll immediately flush. And like I said, anything that eats must poop, right? This is gross as I can get it. Okay. So if you do not want to recirculate toxins. Once those oils have stripped the toxins out of your bloodstream, out of the organs, out of the cells, out of the body, out of the blood,
Mhm.
you want to flush it out or you're going to get some kind of wicked headache.
Okay.
You will, you're not going to feel good.
We
And it will
talk
make you
about
feel
that. Yeah.
so much better if you drink your water.
Well, and the
Yes.
oils probably don't move through the bloodstream as well either if there's not a lot of fluid in there that's helping it move along.
When I teach a class, I actually have a slide. I try to think of something as gross as I could of a sewer pipe that was clogged with sludge. And that's what happens. Your liver and your kidney and your arteries are just clogged with sludge. And then you get a massive headache and you go and reach for an aspirin. And it's like what you really need is water. That's
Yeah.
the first thing we should reach for anytime we have a headache. That's usually the first thing we're lacking is water.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, my clients in their protocol, they're required in their protocol to pre-measure their water every day. That's part of their assignment. Pre-measure their water. And that's, don't you dare tell me you haven't drank your water. Because is if you're going to be taking fulvic acid, you better be drinking water or it's not going to work well.
That's right. And you'll
Mhm.
get real sick on that.
Oh, you know it. I
Yeah.
had one client that could only start with 1 drop of fulvic without getting dizzy. What kind of that you tell you what kind of condition her liver's in?
Right.
So these oils are powerful. They're not to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
They will eat plaque in an artery. They will digest metals. I mean, they'll eat varnish off of a counter, off of a can.
That's right. They will. They will.
They will. And the oils are very powerful and they're God's gifts. They're God's little jewels to us.
Mhm.
Okay, any questions or comments?
Nope, not right now. I'll have some towards the end, but I want to hear
Okay,
about the oil.
so connect. Now, this is one that I have found enormously powerful for my clients for everything from surgeries, injuries, um, reconnecting the tendons, the cartilage, the connective tissue.
Okay.
So this is a really big one um, for any kind of catastrophic injury, but it's also good just for keeping yourselves from having to have a catastrophic issue. Okay,
Okay.
it's just again, it's connecting the vibration of the nerves and the tendons and the cells all working together to connect and then circulate and do their so that they can do their job. You're basically equipping them. What kind of person would you be if you got in your car and you never filled it with gas? You're like, what's wrong with a stupid car? I never charge. I mean, it's just like you've got to equip your machinery, and your body needs to be equipped.
Yes.
That's. Okay, flexible. Okay, so like I'm crazy about flexible. I love flexible and osteo and connect with our pain cream.
Oh,
Oh, kid, it will stop. Okay, what can I say? It will enhance your muscular abilities.
okay. So what do you put it? So what do you do then? You put flexible.
Okay, so let's say you have an issue. Okay, hands, feet, legs, hips, nerves. Okay, osteo, flexible, connect. I'm missing. Oh, it's sensory. Oh, I love sensory. Okay, and then you add the pain cream last.
Okay.
And massage it in with the pain cream.
Okay.
That magnesium pain cream is that combination is a great combination. I have found that okay, osteo is the next one. It's for the skeleton. They say it's for skeletal, for bone, for again your bone. So can you see if you're dealing with hip, bone, sciatic, I mean, all these different nerves, hands, muscles, all these things, you, you know, those are usually the spots. It's usually people complain about their neck, their low back, their hips, and their feet and their hands. And so these are your basic, everybody has generally the same thing. And generally, most people are carrying a fair amount of stress
Mhm.
through their back and their gut. Okay, so the oils will calm. It's very anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
Very, very, very calming. And it's sensory. Well, this bad boy is the taker of them all. Oh, again, and what ingredient do you think it has in it that I think is so amazing?
Oh, maybe it's hell chrism.
Yes.
Bingo.
Okay, so like this one, Godasana has a shingles oil, absolutely called for shingles. Sensory, I was using before that for it because
Okay.
before I was introduced to shingles. It's so good for nerve, anything related to nerves.
Okay.
And you know how much, I mean, when I scan my client, I always scan them before I do a raindrop to see what their actual need is, what their body's actually calling for. And about 50% of it's nerves, emotional stress and nerves. So sensory actually is specifically targeting nerve damage because it regenerates the DNA of the cell.
Wow.
It's such a beautiful oil. You do not need a lot of it. You do not need high amounts. It's not like you have to have 10 or 20 drops. Again, I want you to respect the power of the oil, but just use it often and consistently.
Okay. We've got a couple questions up here. Richard, ask your question again, because I'm not sure which oil you were asking about. Can osteo be used with blood thinners?
Okay,
That's a tough
that's
one.
a good question because it is anti-hematoma, so it's naturally going to thin out the blood. I would have to check with my doctor on that one.
Yeah.
To be safe. I don't, yeah, blood thinners are real tricky.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. What can be applied to the shoulder and neck area? That would be just about any of these, Carmen, with the
Oh,
pain,
yeah.
especially.
Okay. So I would, if you came into my office and first neck and shoulder pain, would automatically have a plan. I would start right out with Align because it's going to set the frequency of the spine. I would automatically go to, well, I have a hard time skipping circulate because it's so important to get everything. But if I just had, this is a couple of oils and I was going to just do them, I would absolutely go to Connect, Flexible, Osteo, and Sensory.
Okay. Did you get that,
And I
Carmen?
will tell you this. I will tell you this. I always add peppermint.
Oh, yeah.
I always add peppermint. Terms of Parkinson's would help. Would help. Okay,
Gotta be careful
so
with
what?
this one because there's a disease named. Um, so let's rephrase that, Miriam.
Okay, okay.
And
All
somebody
right. So what we
has
want to
constant
address.
tremors within their body.
Right. Okay, so that is a neurological, um, which tells you there's toxins and metals in the brain, inflammation to the central core of the brain. So, oh my goodness, I would use Align, Circulate, Clear, Connect, Flexible, Osteo, Sensory on, I would do head, back, spine. Right along.
Hmm.
Yeah. And not, it's put it on the bottom of the feet.
Yes.
If their tremors are in their hands, I would use it in their hands as well.
Okay. And fulvic acid would also be
Oh, yes.
definitely someone,
And mind.
and
Mind,
mind. Yes.
yeah. And
Mind.
soul. Soul is critical. Yeah,
Yeah.
greens are so important. It's so is gut check.
Oh my gosh. That's an
That
incredible product, isn't it?
yes, gut check is critical for this.
And did I
Yes.
share with you that Soul has been enhanced with some new ingredients? Did I share that with you?
No.
Oh, you are going to love it. Yeah, you'll have to go look at that. I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but I know there's marshmallow. Um, uh, uh, what is the thing that you steam and you peel the leaves off and you, artichoke. Um,
Oh,
yeah, there's some really good milk thistle. Thank you. Thank you. Milk thistle is in there also. How do we distinguish between the use of peppermint and lavender?
lavender and peppermint, two different, entirely different oils. Remember this, taken internally, lavender is great for allergies. Taken externally, it calms the central nervous system.
Okay.
So it's a natural antihistamine. It's very calming to the body, and it's very healing, very, very healing. It's for the skin. It's an amazing oil for burns and skin and anything related to the skin. Hmm.
Okay, awesome. All right, next oil.
That's it. I went through all of them.
Oh, well,
That was
that
that was
was,
sensory was my last one.
where will we find the recording of this to get notes? Divine Warriors. I will have this posted in our wellness communities. And you can also reach out to whoever shared this call with you tonight to get that information. Yes, I know, me too. It would be in the guides in the testimonial group. Yeah, we've got information in the testimonial groups too on
Mhm,
this
mhm.
to follow along. I am just so absolutely thankful for you. Like, you're so fun. You just have this amazing energy. And I was just thinking today that I would like to do an essential oil diva call once a month, because we've got such a vast collection. And
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I am so in love with the Seasons of Success.
Uh-huh,
I'm so in love with
uh-huh,
this in
uh-huh, uh-huh.
how they are going to help improve everyone, that get rid of that stress, that anxiety,
Mhm.
and to think that it comes with what, the black seed oil. I mean, it comes with the big kit. This is what I get. This is what I get for $140.
Yep,
Like, that's crazy.
it is.
I
It
mean,
is.
in other companies, what would a size oil like this typically cost?
Which one is that one?
That one is High Vibe.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be 80 bucks or 75, depending on what's in it.
Yeah.
Anything that's emotional, the emotional oils are extremely very, very expensive. Yeah. The basically the whole biblical oil line, those oils are sandalwood, myrrh,
Mhm.
cedarwood, cassia, frankincense. I'm telling you what, those are oils for the brain. They regenerate the brain. They will just, well, I have to be careful what I say. All right, so let me just say, they remove things that don't belong in the brain. How's that for vague? Is that vague enough?
That's big enough. So somebody just brought up a great question. We'll do one more
Okay.
question here. This will be the last question for tonight, and then I will close it out. Yes, Richard, like, bad thoughts can be taken out of the
Yeah,
brain.
bad thoughts is one of them.
Yeah, raise that frequency. When I detox, I usually
Oh
have
yeah.
a
Oh
couple
yeah.
hours of
Oh
emotional
yeah.
detox as well when I'm doing
Well,
that.
I want to mention something else here that's really a big deal. Is that COVID in the DNA of the virus? It is a proven fact that there is a code that actually makes you depressed. It comes toward the end of the virus, and all of a sudden, you're going to start feeling depressed. There's something wrong with me, lethargic. And these oils will eat and regenerate and balance out that DNA of that virus. And so will fulvic. Fulvic is but I will say these were much quicker when you hit that portion. I mean, Daryl and I got COVID again. I mean, this is our second round in 3 years, and we got it. And I noticed it. I noticed that I was feeling. It took me a while to realize what it was, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is part of the virus. And my clients were all coming in and testing for depression, all the people who had COVID.
Mhm.
So these oils, that is not you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's part of the DNA of this wicked virus. These oils will knock it out. Just get them on the back of your head, on the top of your head, on the bottoms of your feet.
Yep. Add some to some bath salts and soak
Yep,
with that. Add
yep,
some
yep,
fulvic acid powder to your
yep.
bath. Okay, so the question was, so when we're doing the whole body collection and we're starting with a line, we're doing the
Right.
circulate, but we're going in order. What do you do in between, and how long should you wait in between applying those when you're doing this type of technique?
Well, let me see. I usually fan them on their back. I massage it in. So maybe it's just a couple minutes. But let me tell you, you're a working woman. I'm a working woman. Just get them on your body. You don't have to wait 10 minutes. Just remember, essential oils hit your bloodstream, and in 90 seconds, you can prick your toe and they'd be in your bloodstream. They
Yep.
move through your bloodstream that fast.
Mhm.
So just get them on your body. If you have time to relax, then relax it. I I do not use a carrier oil on everybody. I see that question. I use a carrier oil on my massages just to bring their body to homeostasis before I begin putting oils on their body. Yeah, somebody says I mix them all together. Just get them in your body.
I,
Just
yes, my dear
uh-huh.
friend Veronica, God rest her soul, would always say, "Don't overthink it, slap it on."
Yep, just get them in your system. Those oils are going to do their work.
Yeah. And the body is innately intelligent enough to know where
Yes,
it needs to go anyway.
yes,
You know,
yes.
and when we think about this, I mean, we have to have our nutrition, we have to have our
Yep.
shakes, our mind, our body, our soul. But what's in all of those packages, right? It's plant
It's
matter.
exactly.
And this is plant matter. And so
Yeah.
to remember
Yeah.
our source is still plant. Uh,
Another thing too that I just thought of that I'm forgetting here is don't underestimate the power of aromatherapy. Just open the bottle
Open it and smell it right to your
and
brain.
smell it. Take a deep breath, putting them on your hands. Just putting a couple drops on your hands. This was good, almost lost. And then rubbing your hands and doing a full, just getting it into your lungs.
Mhm.
And really getting it, you should feel it hit the back of your sinuses. That's always a quick way to get a pick me up.
Yeah. And if you guys don't have this high vibe oil yet from Go to Sauna for this month for the Seasons of Success, like she said, this is an emotional blend. This is the 15 milliliter. This is 80 to over $100 at most companies. You're getting that in a single for 30 bucks. Like you can't not work on yourself. Think of this as your self-development course. That's going to come with the daily intention that you say every day to yourself to rewire all that. I'm all about mindset, rewire all of that negative programming from when you were a child, telling you, you know, those feelings, you're not good enough. You know, these oils, that Seasons of Success collection, like I want everybody on that. I want to see you flourish. I want to see you turn into the best version of yourself. And that WholeBody Collection, align,
Yeah.
circulate, clear, right? All right, let me scoot back over to the other screen real quick and close out this call. And while I'm doing that, if y'all wouldn't mind dropping so much love into the chat for Miss Donna, so incredibly grateful for her and her time and her knowledge tonight. We will definitely be having her back. Please do not forget that the 3-day liver cleanse is coming up February 23, 24, 25. I've got some graphics for you to share on your own social media so that you can help your friends. And like Donna said, get that liver flowing. Let's do this 3-day liver cleanse. Let's get that liver opened up. We're doing a parasite cleanse at the end of March. If you don't have one liver cleanse in at least before then, you can't do the parasite cleanse. And I would really hate that for you because sometimes we see some really good stuff. Not always because they're microscopic, but sometimes we do. And this liver kit will come with KB Detox, which we've talked about on the last call. KB Kidney Bladder Detox. And so another incredible detox pathway that's going to be opened up when we're flushing our body with 22 ounces of water before you apply your oils, like Donna said. And coming up right after this, if sharing and caring about your friends and family is important, I highly suggest you get on Marcus's call, One Team, One Dream Hangout, passcode Go One Team. He's going to talk about the opportunity with Heart and Body Naturals And for those of you that don't normally hop off here and hop on that, Marcus is going to be releasing 2 brand new products tonight that will launch tomorrow that you absolutely are going to want to have. So if you're interested in helping the Detox Divas bring incredible knowledge like this to your friends, your network, and the rest of the family that we have growing here, let me know, and I would love to have you on as a guest speaker. So with that, I am going to go ahead and close out this meeting. Have a great evening, everyone. God bless. Bye-bye.